Hello everyone. Good morning. Okay, so in the last session, we discussed about what exactly string class it is, right? Last topic it was string, and in fact we have discussed about different methods, right? So if you remember, these points we have completed. So first of all, we have understood that how many different ways are there to declare a string, correct? When you declare a string, there are two ways: using literal way or using simple new keyword. The point is string is a immutable class. So whenever you try to modify the content of string, internally what happens? JVM will create a new object, correct? So here we have discussed this point. Like if you create a literal way, always remember objects will be created inside the SCP area, which is called string constant pool. Okay. And whenever there is a same object available, so SCP has a rule. Duplication is not allowed, means you can't store duplicate values inside SCP, correct? So whenever you declare two different objects, but which is having same content, in that case, it will create only one object and two references will be there for that particular object, correct? Now, one more point we discuss. What if you compare, okay, two strings with the primitive operator? In that case, guys, remember, it will just compare IDs assigned by the JVM. Okay, so consider for this object, we have ID 23. When you write equal to sign, it is all about, it will just confirm whether IDs are similar or not. But if you follow methods for string, it will compare data. Okay, the content, whatever you have stored inside that string. So this part we have completed in the last class, correct? How to compare two strings. In fact, when you declare a string using new keyword way, first priority that object will be created inside the heap area. And because of that reason, okay, whenever you create a new keyword string, in that case, you will get a separate ID. And if you compare literal ID and this ID, it will be definitely different. So you will definitely get result here what? False result. And then we discuss how come string is immutable. So this class where the modifications not allowed. Even though you concat something, even though you try to modify something, for your declare string, it will create always new object. Okay. That's the reason string is always immutable. And then guys, let's talk about methods. How many methods so far we have completed? So in the last session, we discussed about length method. To capture length of the string, we have length method. It will capture even white spaces also. Okay, so if you have any white space, that white space also you are able to capture with the help of length method. And then we have, okay, conversion method, means to uppercase, lowercase. This will convert the particular string into all letters in uppercase, all letters in lowercase. Plus we discuss equality. How to compare equality between two strings? Then we have two methods, equal, ignore case and equals method. So we know the difference. Equals will look for the exact match and it is a case sensitive. Equals ignore case, which is not, which will perform exact match. Content it will check, okay? But it is not a case sensitive. And based on that, you can compare two strings. Plus, if you really wanted to perform search operation, right? So we generally follow contains method. And in contains method, you can confirm whether, okay, any particular string or any word, any letter, right? It is a part of your string or not. And these methods are case sensitive again. So you need to pass a object and you will be confirming that is that object is a part of that particular string. If yes, you will get a true result. If no, you will get a false result. So we discuss contains method. Plus we discuss starts with and ends with method, right? Whether your string is starting with some kind of prefix or ending on some kind of suffix, that you can compare here. And after that, guys, we discuss about concatenation. So there are two ways to concat string. One is operator, which is a plus operator. Another one is a concat method. And that part we have completed. And last topic it was trim. How to ignore white space before and after that string. That part we have completed. Today I will be talking about all these different methods of string class and we will complete string class today. Okay. And then the most interesting topic will be starting, which is all about object oriented programming principles. Okay. So this week is completely for OOP principles. And if time permits, we will start Selenium setup also in this week only. Okay. So please understand the topics now. Let's talk about what is character add. So just to return, okay, single character from the string, we have caret method. Remember. So caret method where you are passing index value and this will return you character for that specific position. So just have a look. Suppose I'm having string, let's say string and S5, and here I'm writing, okay, web testing. Okay, this is the string I have written. Now under this web testing, I just wanted to fetch certain character. Example I'm writing, okay, let's say character at, let's say fourth position. Okay, fourth position. Let's see which character we have at a fourth position. So I have to do what? S5 dot, the method name is character at, pass here index value as a 4 and just confirm which character it will return to you. So remember, string is internally, okay, it is a collection of character only. So as per the definition, if string is a collection of character means it internally holds that entire word in the form of character array. And guys, we learn array. In array, every letter, it simply store or every value simply store at the specific index position. Here you can see W is holded at a 0th position. Index value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? So when I write here 4, it will return me just small e. Are you getting my point? So whatever index value you are writing, you will just return that. You will get that particular character only. Fine. So if I execute this code, just have a look. What the result I'm getting? At this moment, I'm just getting, okay, the character at that fourth position is small e. Got it? So if you just wanted to return any character, this method you can follow, caret method. Then guys, what if, suppose, I can pass a index and I can get the character. Is it possible? Can I pass a character and it will return me some kind of index or some kind of, the index value of that character? Is it possible? So yes, there are two methods which I will be showing to you. One is index of. Okay. What index of method will do? Let's say you have a character set of characters available and some characters can be repeated, right? And you just pass some character value over there and you just expecting is what? Like index value for that character. Let me tell you, when you use index of method, it will only return the first occurrence of that character. Index of first occurrence of that character. Means there are two is. Now here you can see. In web testing, in this particular word, 2e we are having, correct? If I use index of e, then it will do what? Only first occurrence of that character index value it will return to me. Means I will be getting what? 0 and 1, right? 1 only I will be getting in the output. But for this e, I will not have any kind of index value. It will not return. Because if multiple similar characters are there, it will just return you one single, okay, character index. Okay, just a minute. Clock. Call करना परत एकदा. Okay. So index of method always return you. Okay, it returns index of first. Okay, first occurrence of character. Remember, it will not return you index of like second occurrence or third occurrence. Okay, it will just return you occurrence like first occurrence index value. Let me explain you. Okay, so example, I'm trying to print, okay, index of, let's say, character e. Fine, character e. Then what I have to do? I have to take that same string s5. S5 dot, we have a method index of. Please read the document. When I pass index of any character, it return index of within the string of the first occurrence of that specified character. Means there are repeated character, you will not see the index of second or third character. You will just get the first character index. Okay. Then I will use this method and I will pass, okay, I'm just looking for index of character E. As per the rule, as I told you, it will just return first letter or first occurrence of that character index. Means in my case, it is 1. Correct now? 0 for W and 1 for E. But I wanted to take this character index also. I can see there are two e's available, right? And this is the last e. If you just focus, is there any one more e available? No. I'm just having one more e which is available, means two occurrences I'm having. So first occurrence you can identify using index of method. But what if you wanted to identify index of second character which is repeated? In that case, we have another method to follow, which is called last index of. Okay. So guys, I will be explaining you one more. Okay. Last index of method. What does mean by last index of method? And let me put the method properly. Remember it all about the camel case format. Okay. So generally what happens, this method, okay, this method returns last occurrence or index of, better, returns index of last occurrence, okay, of character. So it will always return you last index of last occurrence of character. And let me write here, okay, example. At this moment, again, I'm looking for index value of E, but remember this time you will get the last E and that index position. So if I just write index of, again, character, okay, E. And at this moment, this is the, I will write first occurrence, correct now? So better we are capturing what here, first occurrence, index value. And here I'm trying to capture last occurrence, remember. So I will just change this word, last occurrence. And what is the last occurrence index of character E? I will be writing this method S5 dot, let's say, last index of, and I will be writing here character which is E. Got it? So this time, what should be the result? See 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we will get index value of that particular second character, which is 4. And let's see whether we are able to capture that value. Yes, can you see that? First occurrence and the last occurrence. So technically in string class, we have all the predefined method. With the help of this method, you can find out, let's say there are 3 E's available. In that case also, you can find out the index position of that middle E. You just need to write a proper method, because if you can observe, there are multiple methods available. If I can show you, right, index of. See, these are the like multiple 4 to 5 methods are, you can see here easily. Like index of, we can pass single character. Then here you can pass index of complete word. String means what? Collection of character. If you wanted to check index of that word, you can pass it and you will get that particular index value. Then somewhere you wanted to pass within a range, means suppose integer character, and from which particular index, means somewhere you have a middle E, right, and you wanted to capture that. Basically you can do what? Just write that character and you can pass a position from which position you wanted to look for that particular index value. So means you can write any way your logic and you can get that index position for a specific character. Either you can follow index of, either you can follow last index of method, and you will get the index position of that character. So you can customize the code. Okay, depends on your requirement. But these are the important methods. Now after this, few methods we need to understand. Please have a look. We have learned this part, right? Character at length to lowercase, uppercase, contains method. Then equality we have completed. I will show you what is empty method. Concatenation is completed and ends with. Now replace substring and this two character array. Let me show you this part. So at this moment, first of all, I will be covering is blank method and and is empty method. What is meaning of these two method? Okay, blank means what and empty means what? Empty means generally length should be 0. Okay, let me show you. So I will be declaring better for string s6, and here I'm writing guys nothing. Remember, this is the blank, means I haven't put any kind of letter on any white space, nothing, right? And I just wanted to confirm whether string is empty or whether string is blank. So let's see, is string empty? First of all, what does mean by empty? Guys, empty means length of the string should be 0. See, if you remember, if I just add here white space, Consider I'm adding white space. In that case, length of the string become 1 because I have added one white space. Okay, I can show you. See this part. If I just check s6 dot length, at this moment you will definitely get result what? That, let me remove this, you know, plus operator and let me run this. So I'm getting 1, correct? So currently one white space is there. So it is capturing length also. But guys, whenever length will be 0, then only such a particular string you can call it as empty. Means if I try to now check that, okay, whether my string is empty, answer will be false. Please have a look. I can test in this manner. Okay, is empty. Read a document, what is written? It returns true only and only if length is 0. Means if string contains length 0, then only is empty will return you true. So what is the is empty? If length is 0. Remember, if length is 0, then only it will return you true, otherwise false. At this moment in my string, there is a one white space available. So this string is not empty. This will return us false result. But same thing I'm testing with another method, is string blank. Okay. At this moment, what will happen? Blank, what is the concept of blank? Blank means there should not be a letter. Okay, it should be empty. And the second part is, if we, even though there is a white space allowed, you will get what? True result, that string is a blank. Okay, if there is nothing available in that string, but white space allowed. Clear? Example C. S6 dot, I'm testing what is blank. And what the document says that it returns true if the string is empty or contains only white space, right? Otherwise it is false. So means this is what the main purpose of blank. So let me just copy for your understanding and I will put here that particular statement. What is exactly concept of blank? And guys, I'll do one thing. I'll put here multiple line comment. Better, right? And let me write a blank means what? Okay, so if the string is contains only white space, then only it will be considered as a blank string. And let me apply here method again, is blank. Okay, so absolutely where you can see for empty you are getting false result, but now for blank you will definitely get true result. Okay, just have a look. Correct? Is empty? Yes, false. But is blank? Yes, it is true. This string is a blank string. Even though if I remove the space, what will happen? When you remove the space, now it will be considered as a empty also. It will be considered as a blank also. Means in this case, answer will be true. Remember, answer will be true and true in the both cases. Okay, so let me show you this part also. If I run, now there is no white space, right? So this will be considered as an empty string. This will be considered as a blank string. So remember the rule, for which particular point you will get a is empty or is blank, means what is the meaning of these two methods, correct? Now there is a one more method. Let's talk about substring. Okay, what does mean by substring and how we guys able to use this method? Now substring means from the string, if you wanted to return, specific string or some part of your string, partial thing, right? That you can return with the help of substring. But guys, there are two method. Okay, just have a look. First of all, let me write a particular statement. I mean string. Suppose I'm writing string and let me write here test is equal to, let's say, test ng. Okay, test ng is unit testing framework. Okay, I'm writing test ng is unit testing framework. Okay, now please have a look. What I'll do, I'll just put here substring. So guys, I'm just writing here test dot substring. See what this method will do. And in this method, you will be passing what? Begin index. So it returns string that is a substring of this particular string. And you just need to pass any begin index. So guys, suppose I'm writing here begin index is what? Let's say 5. Means after that 5, okay, whatever the means including 5, okay, including 5 if the character, whatever remaining string it is there up to the last character, you will able to see in the console. If you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means from the G, it will print entire string in the output. Correct? Let's see whether it is working in the similar manner. And if you run, see. It has captured that G, and from the G, I'm getting complete statement in my console. Correct? So the point is, substring means you just need to pass a begin index, and whatever the remaining string it is, you will able to see in the console. But there is a one more method. What if I wanted to provide some between string? Okay, I don't want up to end. I want start index also and last index also. In that case, we can follow another method, test dot substring, and see there is a one more method available where you are passing two argument. One is begin index, another one is a last or end index. But see how exactly it is working. Consider I'm writing here, okay, G is for the fifth position, right? Sixth and seventh. Let me pass begin index as a 7. And suppose I will be writing last index will be, let's say, 15. Okay. So 7 to 15 means how exactly it is working? Remaining, remember this particular method. Whatever end index you will be writing, it will work up to n index minus 1. Can you see that? It will return the character at end index minus 1. So means it will not look for total 15. Can I say that you will just get result from 7th character to 14th character? Correct now? Now let's check what is the 14th character. See, if I start with 7 means I. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 means you will just get space starting from I up to that space, right? Let's say if I write here 16, then it will check or it will just return you up to T. So better let me show you 16 here because space will be captured over there, right? Then it will run up to 15 character. Last index minus 1 and see. Got it? Now I'm getting starting from I up to T. So remember, these two methods will help you to get only string, which is a substring of that current string. Okay. Similarly, we have replace method. Like replace means it's all about you can just replace one character with some other character, maybe complete word with some other word, right? You can do anything. So replacement is also possible. Example in same string. Let me write test dot replace. And let me check some repeated character. Okay. So there is repeated character available. I can see I is there. Okay. Multiple time I is there. Let me check I. So I'm just passing. This is the old character and which I wanted to replace with, let's say, some special character. Okay. Very first, let me show you how exactly I'm replacing I to special character, which is asterisk. And this time, if I run, please have a look. So at this moment, can you see that? Now at every particular word, whenever I you can see it is got replaced with that asterisk. Correct? So this is what replacement. Now any specific word you wanted to replace, that is also possible. So I'll do one thing. Now there is no specific word available, right? But let me just write. Test changes unit testing. Let's say I'm adding here test framework. Okay. And this test word, can you see here is also test and here is also test. I wanted to replace with some other letter or other word. In that case, I will be writing, okay, test dot test. Let me just write test dot replace. And you can see you can pass here directly sequence of character. Means the word is test, which I wanted to replace with. Okay. Let me put the word which I wanted to replace with some another, okay, word. Let me write software. Okay. So you should get testng is unit software ing again software framework, or let me write software testing better. So please have a look how exactly it is printing. Okay. Or better, I will just write software test. Save and please have a look. So two time you will see software test in your statement. Can you see that? See if I can expand it little more. Okay. Testing is unit software testing, right? Again, software test framework. So the two time you can see there are test word and only this test word we have replaced with the entire word software test. Got it? So we have this replace method also where you are able to replace particular word or particular character from your string. Now guys, these methods are quite simple to understand, right? But there is a one more interesting method I would like to cover, which is all about split method. Okay. What is split method? You can pass here pattern. Some pattern, which is in technical word, we can call it as regular expression. Now, what does mean by regular expression, guys? Generally, these expressions followed by the developer to set certain pattern. Means see, suppose, okay, developer is trying to develop some app and absolutely they have one text field. Now, what the pattern they need to set? Okay, this is username, suppose. So this username should accept only all the characters. Okay, it should not be alphanumeric value. Only characters allowed. Then they can set the pattern behind this particular text box. Like if anybody enter between A to Z, every letter is allowed. And in fact, I'll say or, not and, or small a to Z, all the letters are allowed. Are you getting my point? So this is what? This is called pattern. Some kind of regular expression. So based on this expression, what happen whenever any user enter letters between either capital or small letter, that will be accepted by the field. If you try to enter numbers, that will be skipped by that particular field. This field will not allow you to enter a number because pattern is set behind that particular text box is only characters allowed. Got it? So generally these rules or patterns set by the developer. Similarly, now suppose I'm having a string and I just wanted to split. Split means I'm just breaking down that string, correct? So you can pass here regular expression. Got it? So here you can pass regular expression, which is nothing but some pattern matching. Based on some similar pattern, you can split the string. Now let me help you with the topic first. I'm going to declare a string. Let's say tools. And guys, here I'm writing some tools, set of tools. And let me design. So first tool I'm writing, suppose Selenium. Then I'm writing JMeter. Okay. Then I'm writing, let's say APM. Then I'm writing Postman. Okay. And then suppose I'm writing one more tool, let's say Cypress. Okay. That's it. So these are the number of tools I have declared in this particular string. Guys, if I print this, okay, see, I'm just trying to print tools. What the result will be, you will see all the tools in one line, correct? See, these are the different number of tools. But what I wanted to do is, I wanted to separate out all the set of tools. So, it is possible only based on split method. If you really wanted to break down this string into multiple parts, then you can use split method. One more important point. When you follow split method, return type of split method is string type of array. You know the array, right? Means when I break down the string into multiple words, automatically it will become collection of string type of array. That's the reason. Let me show you how to apply, how to split. So I will just write tools. Okay. Tools dot what? Split. Please have a look here. It is asking you what pattern in this string, which common pattern you can see. If you observe carefully, after every word, there is a comma. So based on comma, I can split out this entire string, right? So what I'll do, the expression which I will be writing here, it is all about that particular comma. Clear? So I have entered here comma. But guys, when you apply this method, return type of this method is string type of array. So either you can declare it. Okay, I'm just declaring this is array. And now we know that how we can iterate array and how we can print the value of that string. Now here we have learned for each loop. Remember, that is very faster. I just wanted to iterate, right? So in for each loop, we can just declare variable which is a type of or similar type of array and you can iterate. So better I can write for current array is a type of string. So I'm writing string. Let's declare any variable and I will just pass array to that string. Got it? And here you can print that particular ith variable. At this moment, whatever string you have splitted out, right? The words selenium, JMeter got separated. And those things one by one now you can observe here in the console because of iteration. So guys, if I run this code, please have a look. This is what the iteration I'm getting. Okay. But again, another question. Suppose there might be possibility. I don't wanted to split whole string or let's say I just wanted to get this postman. Okay. Only one word from that particular string. Absolutely without split, it is not possible. But the point is this time I don't want to print all the, tools in the console. From this string, I just want postman to be written. So you need to understand the logic. When you split, it will be array, correct? And in array, every word will store at a specific index position. Means selenium index will be 0, jmeter index will be 1, apm index will be 2, and postman index will be 3. Means if I wanted to return only postman, okay, only single element, right? In that case, how you will write a code? Please have a look. I will first do split. Tools dot, I'll say split. Please, please split based on that comma. And we know that when you follow split, it will return you array. But this time, I don't want that array to be declared. I want only one element, right? So if you know the index value, you can use here square bracket, put that index value, and this will return you only one element from that string. Got it? Then here I can write, okay, what is the return type of this method now? It will become string. I'm just writing string API tool. Okay, that's it. And now just have a look. If I try to print here, okay, API testing tool, and I'm just writing API tool. Okay, so definitely which tool it will print? The name postman. Correct? Let's see. So only one element also you can capture, guys. No problem at all. And see, here I'm getting the same result. Clear? So one more example. See, understand. I'm having a string which is date. Date is equal to, let me write, suppose I'm writing this month and 2025. Okay, January 2025. But I wanted to split this. Like I can see there is a month, there is a year available. I wanted to separate out both. Month should be separated by the year. How you can do this? So in general, you need to remember that, okay, we have a split method based on some pattern we can split out, correct? So what I can do, please have a look. I can say date dot split. Okay. Now tell me the pattern. On which pattern you will split these two things? You can see there is a month. After month, there is a space. And after space, there is a year. Means I can write here only one white space. Got it? And then instead of writing as an array, can I write in this manner? Array zeroth position. When it will split, two words will be stored as a array. Correct? In array, you have two words, two string value. So I can say first value is a month and second value is a year. So better I can declare this is string month. Got it? One more time I will write date dot split. Split based on white space. And here I will write whatever the first position value it is. This is our year. Everyone clear? Right? And now I can print it, right? So I can say month is better. See, month is, and here we are printing that month, okay? And then I can test here, year is. And I can print that year, okay? Whatever year is. That's it. And when you run, you will able to see the date we have separated in two parameter. One is month, second one is year. And then whatever confirmation you wanted to do, you can do that, correct? So basically split method will help you in the real time also in multiple cases of automation, right? So guys, if you remember on second or third day, we talked about like in typecasting, I have given you one scenario. So amount validation, if you remember, amount, amount validation. What does mean by amount validation? So consider I'm having this bill, string bill. Okay. So total amount is, okay, let's say 5,000. This is what I'm having in my bill. Okay. And I just wanted to confirm that amount should be 5,000 and less than 10,000. Okay. So how exactly you will be able to test it? Currently, if I ask you what is the type of this 5,000, so you can just have a look. 5,000 is within double quote means it is string. So current bill is string only. But here what I need to do, I wanted to confirm only that number. But guys, you can't directly compare that number, right? First of all, from string, you need to convert that number in the form of integer, and then only you can confirm it, test it, whether it is matching to 5,000 or it is less than 10,000. How you can do that? Please have a look. What I need to do? Now here again, a straightforward scenario. We just need to separate out 5,000 from this string. Got it? So you need to just confirm index, because when you split, you will get a index value. Separate words will be, stored inside that array. So better you can see, whenever I will split, it will be like total will be at 0th position, amount at 1 position. This is 2 and 5,000 will be at 3rd position. So I'll do what? Let me write a logic. Build dot split. I'll split based on the space, and I'll say, okay, just get the amount. From the string, get the amount. But initially it is just a string only. So I'm just writing, okay, fine, this is string data. And now let me show you, okay, is it properly we have separate out that data, means only that number? Let's see. So if I run this, I'm getting what? 5,000, right? Means I got that particular number. But currently it is string. So we have to convert string to integer. I mean primitive, okay? Not object, primitive. How you can convert any object to primitive? Object to primitive means we are doing unboxing, correct? And here we need a wrapper. So I will be using wrapper class. Okay, integer dot parseInt. I can pass a data which is string, and this method returns me integer amount. Now finally we got that integer value, and now we can compare, right? I can put if logic. If amount is equal to 5,000, but I wanted to confirm one more condition, it should be less than 10,000 also. So at a time, two conditions you wanted to match, you can use AND operator, logical AND, correct? And I can test, okay, amount should be less than 10,000. Great. And then if this scenario or this condition match, I just wanted to get this answer like amount match. Okay. And maybe I can write test pass. But if amount not match, I will just write else part also. There might be possibility amount is not matching, right? Then I should have this result. Amount not match and test will become fail. Correct? So you can write any logic. Okay. But if you know the method, then only it is possible. So let me run and let me see the result. Please have a look. What the result I'm getting? Amount match. Correct? So in general, split method and string class is very important, because most of the time in automation also, we work with the string class. And that's the reason this topic is very, very important. Now guys, here we have completed methods of string. I think one more method I wanted to show you, which is, yeah, to-char array. Hmm? Now what is the purpose of this method? Remember, to-char array. So basically, if you really wanted to return entire string as a collection of character, okay, as a character, and the separate character you wanted to iterate, then you can have this beautiful method. So what this method will do, just have a look. Now I'm writing here string S7, S7, and I'm just writing hello. Yeah, very simple string hello. And I just wanted to return as a collection of character here as a array. So string to array, if you wanted to convert, right, as per its definition, then you can use this method. What I'll do, I'll say S7 dot to-char array. Please read the document. What is written? It converts string to new character array. That's it. So this method will help you to convert, okay, string to, okay, let me cut this. Let me again read the document and let me copy that line. So convert string, let me copy this line to new array. Okay, and let me use this method. So at this moment, this method will return you array. Okay, string to array. So just have a look. This will return me character type of array. What is the return type? You can read it here. Character type of array. Then I can declare this is what character type of array. And now this array I can iterate, I can print, or if you want specific character to be written, that also you can do. At this moment, let me show you iteration. So current type of array is a character. Okay, so I'm just writing char I, and I will just pass that array name. And here I will try to print that ith value. So if you run that hello, you will able to see as a separate character. Can you see HELLO? Got it? So any string, if you wanted to convert as a character array, you can use this method. Point clear, everyone? So this is all about the string class. But one more thing I would like to show you. These are the methods only, okay? Whatever we have discussed so far, these are only methods of string. But guys, in Java, we have two more classes. Okay, people will ask you, like, okay, fine, string is immutable. And there is another concept that common questions for the interview is what? Reverse string. But is it we have any reverse method to reverse the string? Technically, answer is no. Reverse this kind of method we don't have in a string class. But same method, it is a part of two more classes, StringBuffer and StringBuilder. Let me tell you what is this, okay? StringBuffer, which is an older class. This is a class, and StringBuilder also, StringBuilder, that is also one more class. But let me tell you, this class is actually introduced, I think, in Java 1, okay? Java 1.1. So this was something older class, okay, in version 1.1. And string builder class, it is actually introduced in Java 1.5. Remember, the version is 1.5. So both the classes we can use. What is the main point? These classes are mutable. First thing is, whenever you declare any string, okay, using buffer and builder, you can modify that string. So this is mutable string, okay, mutable objects. Second point, string buffer, okay, string buffer is synchronized. Now here comes synchronization point. What does mean by synchronize? Guys, Java actually support multi-threaded. Okay, Java is a multi-threaded programming language. Means at a time, multiple process you can run. Example, I'm having process one. So I can run this process immediately. At same time, I can run another process also. Then whenever you are able to handle multiple processes, means multiple thread. Here term process, which is actually called thread. So multiple thread we can run at a time, right? So that's the reason it is called non-synchronized process, because I can handle multiple thread. But any particular software or any particular, the method supports, it is just handling one process at a time. So means after one process, I can start next process. It's kind of sequential, flow. Then I can say this is what synchronize. Synchronize, which is we can say thread safe, because only one thread is running at a time. Got it? But here multiple threads can run at a time. So it is called non-synchronized, or these classes are, or these methods are not a synchronized method or not a thread safe. So the point is, buffer and builder, what is the main difference? Buffer class is synchronized class. Means at a time, at a time, only one thread. Got it? Only one thread executed. Okay. But builder class, string builder class is, okay, non-synchronized. What does mean by non-synchronized? Non-synchronized means at a time, okay, let me write, at a time, multiple thread. Okay. Multiple thread we can run. So mainly this is the point. Now let's see how we can declare this string. Let me tell you, we discussed that string class we can represent in two way, right? Literal and the new keyword way. But buffer and builder only applicable with new keyword. So buffer is in fact older one and builder is the latest one. So if I just write, okay, string builder, remember? And suppose I'm writing, okay, let's say B, it is equal to new. And instead of new, I'm trying to declare as a literal way. Okay, let me write hello. Please have a look. This is not allowed. At this moment, Java says this is not allowed. Java says it is type mismatch. You cannot convert from string to builder. Remember, string class to string builder class. So the point is literal way is not applicable for these both classes. Then how you will declare a string? Absolutely only new keyword. I'm writing new. Again, I have to write string builder class. And within that constructor, I can pass that particular string. So currently, suppose I'm writing hello, right? And this is what the builder object is ready. Now, guys, as I told you, once the object will be ready, JVM assigns some ID, right? So consider here some ID got assigned. But now these classes are mutant. Mutant means I can modify. So for modification, we have a ready-made method like append method, we have replace method, and even reverse method. Some methods are again common and extra available for these classes. So if you just observe, if I just write B, okay, B dot, these are the different methods. See, for append, multiple types of data also you can able to append. Then is empty, which is common, right? Length is common, index of common, insert. Then you can see last index of, that is also common. Replace is also part, right? But this method you can see reverse, which is new. We don't have in string class. So reverse method we have in this builder and buffer classes. At this moment, I will first show you append. Suppose I'm appending some integer data. I'll say 2025. Okay. So means here I'm just trying to modify the object with one more particular word, that is 2025. And guys, I'll do one thing. I'll show you b dot append. Okay. Or that particular b. So here the b is declared. Now I'm trying to modify it and I'm trying to print that b object. Absolutely, it will print hello 2025. Please have a look. Got it? So I got an object. But let me show you internally how exactly ID is getting different or same IDs now we are able to utilize. So guys, I will put debug point directly on this line and let me debug the code. So I'm not running the previous logic, okay? It will be executed automatically. And now we can start our execution directly from this point. Okay, so you can just have a look in the variable section. As soon as I run this code, B object will be created. Let's run. So you can see here, object B got created and you can see some ID. What the ID I got? 48. Correct? Okay, now let me modify it. So guys, in string class, we have observed that when you try to modify something, ID will be changed. But at this moment, if I run, please have a look. ID remains same. What is the value of B? If you keep mouse pointer or if you click, see value of B will become hello 2025. But it is that object got modified, same object got modified. You are not getting new object. And that's the reason same ID is there. 48 again I can see. And if I run this, I'm getting the value. So these classes are mutable classes. That's the reason modification is allowed. And when you modify, it will not create new object. Same object will be modified. Clear? So this is how the append you will able to do. Now let's see how to reverse. Okay, how to reverse any string using method. If this is the question, okay, reverse string using method, then remember in string class, we don't have a reverse method. You need to declare a string as a builder or buffer object, and then only you can have this method. Clear? So there is no ready-made method for string class, but in buffer and builder, you will be having the ready-made method. So if I just show you, okay, I wanted to do what? B dot reverse. Let me use the object B dot reverse. Okay. So this statement will print you reverse string. There is no logic to write, correct? Everything we have a ready-made method you can follow and see I got the reverse string. But same question if you have, like say how to reverse string using string class. Okay. Then guys, remember, we don't have a ready-made support. You need to write a manual logic. So this kind of small code people will ask you in the interview. So you need to understand and remember the topic. First point, how I can reverse a string. Let me declare a string ss1. I'm just writing Java. Okay, please have a look. Now Java, I wanted to reverse. What the logic we can write? If you can see clearly, my current string is what? Let's say ss1 is equal to Java. Correct? And I want to reverse it. Reverse it means my result should be A, B, A, J. Correct? So it means it should start with the last value, last character, and then it should come up, right? Come to that first character. So guys, how you will capture this upper index? We know that like Length, if you follow length method, right? So for length method, you will get what? Total characters in this string. Currently, I'm having 4. And we know that upper index will be calculated. Upper index is equal to what? Length minus 1. Correct now? So you will get 3 here. Either you can write hard code value or you can directly apply this formula. So the code will be dynamic. So let me show you with the manual way. And guys, how you can reverse it? So simple logic is start with the last letter and you need to iterate it, right? Iterate it up to 0, zeroth position. So I will write here simple for loop integer. I should start with 3. Why 3? Because 3 is my upper index, which is the last letter index. And then I will be writing I is greater than equal to 0. Means unless and until I become or I is always greater or it is equal to 0, you want this iteration, correct? And here we are not writing I plus plus. From 3 to I need to come to 2, then 1 and then 0 position. Means I am decrementing the value of I by 1. So I minus minus. And now please look here what we need to do. Current I, which is holding index position, right? For that index, whatever character it is, I wanted to fetch it. So today we have seen first method character add. Can I apply that? So I will be writing, okay, great. SS1 dot character add. Whatever ith value it is, I want that character to return. But guys, I'm returning the character and I would like to show you the string, right? Complete result as a string. So I'm declaring one more string result, and this is my empty string. So in this empty string, I will add each and every character. So I'm just writing result is equal to result plus that character. How the code will work? Please have a look. My code will start with ith position 3. I become 3. Condition true, right? 3 is greater than equal to 0. Yes, it will come inside. What is the result string? Currently, it is empty. Empty plus what is the character of that third index, which is A. So here result is become A at this moment, correct? When you concat, I'm just getting A. Next time I will minus minus, means position is 2 now. Again condition match, 2 is greater than 0, true. It will come inside. It will fetch the character. So current character is A. A plus next character is what? Next character I got V. So current result will be hold like a AV. Got it? Third time I will become what? I will become 1. So initially it was 2, now it is 1. Again condition is match, 1 is greater than equal to 0. So it will come inside and it will just say AV plus next character is again A. So you will be having AVA in the result. Next time I will become 0. Current condition still match. 0 is not greater than but equal to 0. So it will come inside and it will just take AVA plus last character which is A, which is available at 0th position, and you will get a result AVAJ, which is your reverse string. So once iteration is over, because now the I will become minus 1 and minus 1 is not greater than 0. So condition will false. It will come outside and you can just print result. You will get this reverse string. Means to reverse any string in Java using string class, you need to write a manual logic. Clear? So focus. This is my string. And what I'll do, I'll declare one more string. Result, correct? Let me keep it as empty and I will do iteration. Integer, I should start with 3 as per our current logic. I should be greater than equal to 0. I minus minus. And here I will be just writing, okay, result is equal to result plus ss1 dot character add, okay, ss1 dot character add of that ith position. And finally, I will print the result here. Reverse of string is. Here I am printing that result. So guys, if I run the code, Java will be reverse and you will able to see that result. Okay, so I'm getting this one. Perfect. But this code will not work if you try to modify the string. Means see, I'm writing now one more word, Java Selenium. But again, this time what I need to do? I need to capture the length. Why? Because this time index will start with some other number. So instead of writing hard code number, you can write a dynamic logic. So every time it should calculate it. See, every time string can be anything, but I should not able to modify the logic again and again. Only one time. How you will do that? So better instead of writing 3, I can capture total length and I will just make a -1. Means I have to write this formula just to get the upper index. Clear? So what I'll do, I'll just write instead of 3, ss1 dot length, not last index, length and length -1. So this particular, statement will be always take the latest string last position index. Clear? So you don't need to write 3, 4, 5 or calculation. Now any string if you write and if you try to run it, you will see the reverse of that string. Can you see that? Right? If I write Java, Selenium, Cypress, suppose I'm writing in this manner, okay? Java, Selenium, Cypress. And still I need to modify the result or any logic? No. Just run. You will see the result. See, if you run, you are getting that particular reverse of the string. So this is how you need to understand string class, which is available in Java. Any question? Any question? Any doubt? In the last session, I asked you few questions and yes, I think Priyanka is able to complete that and Priyanka is not available in the meeting now. That's fine. But other participant try these particular questions, okay? Like how you can print credit and debit kind of amount and just get the location, calculate total number of locations. Then you can declare a string and just calculate number of words available in the string. Concept is very simple. Think which method you can apply and you will be able to write this logic. Okay. So complete the assignments which way I have already given to you. And guys, here let me tell you, we have completed our string class. Okay. So methods, and this was the topic, difference between string, builder and buffer, which we have completed. Tomorrow, I will be starting with object-oriented principles. I request do not leave the session. I mean, do not miss the session because this is your main topic which will help you in automation. So all the next sessions will be allocated for OOP principle. Tomorrow we will see what is encapsulation, some examples for encapsulation, real-time scenario for encapsulation. Then we will talk about polymorphism, inheritance, and abstraction. Okay. So this week is very, very important. Just practice all the previous topic. If you have any doubt, ping me on a WhatsApp. Okay. I will let you know like when we can connect and all, and I will solve your queries. Okay. Great. So here we have completed string. Just go through one more time recording and read the documentation. And ready for tomorrow, we will start with object-oriented principle. Okay. Any questions so far? Yeah, I think topics are easy, right? And you can repeat weekend batch also, right? I have mentioned that. Fine. So just let's stop the session, everyone. Okay. And if you have any concerns, let me know. Chalo. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.